Hey, it's Catawolf, and in this video we're going to create a minecart unloader. So to create a minecart unloader, and this one is for Bedrock, it's slightly different from the Java one, but this is the Bedrock one. You're going to need one redstone comparator, one repeater, you'll need a redstone torch, you'll need at least 2 powered rails. These 10 rails I'm just using to represent rails in general, so it depends on what you're collecting and where and all that. You'll need a Minecraft with hopper. You'll need a hopper, 1 or 2 chests, some solid blocks. These can be any solid blocks that you want, and a lever. So let's get into it. So typically what we want to do for these, we want to have a powered rail and then a bunch of regular rails. Let's go, that's far enough. And then another powered rail. So what we're wanting to do is to have a minecart go backwards and forwards past this. So I'm going to use that redstone torch is just going to stand in for now. What did I do with my lever? I can never see the levers. So we use a lever here because it's literally just a stick and a piece of cobblestone. So we have this, and what will happen once we get our hopper minecart, it's going to go backwards and forwards. So if there's something over top, then it will collect it. So let's see what that looks like. So put our hopper minecart in there, it's going to go backwards and forwards. And so if we have a look, there's nothing in there. But if we let's throw some chests on there. So as it comes past, it'll collect those. And then if we have a look in here, we'll see that the chests have been picked up. So that's going to pick up things that fall down. However, you don't want to have to click on it and pull things out, because once it goes further than a few blocks away from you, it is going to, the menu's going to disappear. So what we want to do is create a way to pull the items out of the hopper minecart and put them into a chest. So let's get rid of that chest. Let's clear that out for now. So what we want to do, let's say we want the chest over here, then over this side, oops, crouch in place, want that there, and we want a solid block. Now we want a regular rail on the top of that, and a powered rail next to that. So from here, coming out of that, we want a comparator. Comparator goes into a solid block. Then inventory management. Sorry, cow, this is not your tutorial. So we have the powered rail. So this goes straight in. We've got the hopper facing into the chest and a regular rail on that. Powered rail here and a comparator coming out, so that's the direction of out, coming out of that block into another solid block. There is a redstone torch on that. We put a block on that and crouch and put a block on that, and then we put a repeater here. Now, so that we can see what it, so on the outside, that's what it looks like, but so that we can see what's happening, I'm just going to clear that out there. So that's it. That's all there is to it. I'll show you how this works. So if we put our hopper minecart on there, it's just going to keep bouncing backwards and forwards. So let's put some items in the cart. Let's throw a stack of chests at it. Okay, so now, there we go. Sometimes it doesn't. So what's happening here is this is reading, the hopper is reading that there is stuff coming out of the hopper minecart, and it's going into the chest. While that's happening through this block, so that is powering this block here, which is then turning off this torch. And then with the torch off, it's not powering that. But once this hopper empties, then the whole thing goes back and works and pushes it off. I have tried lots of different variations of this. I've tried lots of different variations of this. The common one that you see with in Java, and this sort of works, and it is very frustrating in Bedrock, but it doesn't actually work reliably. So the way that it works in Java is like this. So essentially all I've done is shifted this hopper one back and put a solid block here, and everything else is the same. So this will sort of work. However, if the minecart comes in too fast into here, then it will just bounce off and then fly away. So if we put our hopper minecart in there and throw the leaves, they'll get picked up. Sometimes it does it, so see how it's bounced off. Sometimes if it's too much, it'll fly in and it won't know what to do with it. So let's do another example. Okay, it's nearly done. See that? See, it doesn't hold it long enough. So it fires in and doesn't quite hold it long enough. And that is the problem with this one here. So just to show that it's not, just to show that it is fixed with this one, let's keep everything else the same. Solid block there, unpowered, powered. Finish that off. So that's going to come flying back in, and let's give it some glass panes and see it's just the way that it catches it instead of it bouncing off and sort of sometimes catching it. If it's going slow enough, then this actually will catch it properly. And all the glass will drain out and happy days. And then once it's finished, this torch will turn back on, the repeater will turn back on, and then it will keep going backwards and forwards. Alright, this has been the hopper unloader for Minecraft Bedrock. Hope you found it useful, and I will see you in the next one.